The Legend of the Angels of Mons. In the early days of World War I, a mysterious and awe-inspiring event reportedly took place during the Battle of Mons. This is the story of the Angels of Mons, a legend that has intrigued and mystified for over a century. In August 1914, British soldiers, facing a huge group of German forces near the Belgian town of Mons, were said to have been aided by angelic warriors, providing a much-needed boost in morale and turning the tide of battle. The Battle of Mons was fought on August 23, 1914, and marked the first major engagement between the British and German forces in World War. As part of the larger strategy to defend France, the British Expeditionary Force, BEF, was sent to the Western Front to assist the French and Belgian armies in halting the German advance. The BAEF, under the command of General Sir John French, consisted of approximately 80,000 troops. These were professional soldiers, well-trained and well-equipped, making the BEF one of the most formidable military forces of its time. However, they faced an overwhelming enemy in the form of the German First Army, led by General Alexander von Kluck, which numbered around 16,000 soldiers. The German forces were part of the larger Schlieffen Plan, which aimed to quickly defeat France by sweeping through Belgium and encircling Paris. As the British troops took their positions along the Mont-Condé Canal, they prepared to hold the line against the advancing German forces. Despite being heavily outnumbered, the British soldiers utilized their superior skills and defensive positions to inflict significant casualties on the Germans. The fighting was fierce, with both sides suffering heavy losses. The British had been in Belgium for less than 2 weeks when they faced the Germans at Monzy. Despite their numerical inferiority, the British soldiers, using their Lee Enfield rifles with remarkable accuracy, managed to hold their ground for most of the day. This defensive success was partially due to the soldiers' training and experience in rapid, accurate rifle fire, which earned the BEF the nickname the Old Contemptibles. However, by the evening, it became clear that a retreat was necessary to avoid encirclement and annihilation. The British forces began a strategic withdrawal, but the pressure from the advancing Germans was too strong to battle. The retreat from Mons was marked by a series of rearguard actions, with the British troops making several stands to delay the German advance and cover the retreat of the main force. As the British forces began their retreat on the night of August 23, 1914, and into the early morning of August 24th, stories began to circulate about a miraculous event. According to these accounts, as the exhausted and outnumbered British soldiers fell back, they were suddenly aided by angelic figures who appeared in the sky. Private John Morrison, a British soldier, recounted, "As we fell back, I looked up and saw a luminous figure, like an angel, hovering above us. It gave us hope and courage to continue fighting."
As we fell back, I looked up and saw a luminous figure, like an angel, hovering above us. It gave us hope and courage to continue fighting.
Another soldier described seeing glowing shapes in the sky, like archers from olden times. It was as if the spirits of Agincourt had come to our aid. These glowing figures were said to have formed a protective barrier between the retreating British forces and the pursuing Germans, slowing the enemy advance and allowing the British to regroup. Lieutenant George Vincent, who fought at Mons, provided a detailed account. There were glowing shapes in the sky, resembling medieval archers. They stood tall and bright, and their presence was undeniable. It was as if divine intervention had come to save us. Another unnamed soldier reported, "We saw bright lights and felt an overwhelming sense of protection. The Germans seemed hesitant, almost as if they were struck with fear or confusion. One compelling witness account came from a British officer who stated, "During our retreat, we were certain we saw angelic beings. They were bathed in a golden light, and their wings spread wide, creating an impenetrable barrier. The German soldiers appeared to falter, giving us the precious moments we needed to withdraw to safer positions." The legend of the Angels of Mons quickly spread, capturing the imagination of the public and becoming a symbol of divine intervention and hope. However, the origins of the story remain debated. One theory suggests that the story was inspired by an article written by British author Arthur Machen, titled The Bowman, which was published shortly after the battle. Machen's fictional account of phantom archers from the Battle of Agincourt aiding the British at Mons was mistaken for a true story and fueled the legend. Others believe that the stress and exhaustion faced by the soldiers led to hallucinations and visions. The power of suggestion and collective belief in divine intervention may have contributed to the widespread reports of angelic sightings. The soldiers' minds, under extreme stress and fatigue, might have created these visions as a coping mechanism to deal with the horrors of war. Some historians argue that the angelic figures were a result of mass hysteria or psychological phenomena. The intense psychological pressure and the dire circumstances faced by the soldiers could have led to a collective hallucination, where the soldiers' minds created comforting images to provide hope and encouragement. The legend of the Angels of Mons became a powerful morale booster for both soldiers and civilians during the war. It symbolized hope and the belief that higher powers were watching over the troops. The story was used in propaganda to inspire and reassure the public, and it quickly spread across the British Empire. The tale of the Angels of Mons was featured in newspapers, magazines, and books, capturing the public's imagination and becoming part of the cultural fabric of World War I. The story inspired numerous artistic representations, including paintings, poems, and songs, further cementing its place in wartime mythology. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the legend of the Angels of Mons remains a fascinating and enduring mystery. It highlights the power of myth and the human need for hope and reassurance in times of extreme hardship. The story continues to be a subject of debate and analysis among historians, psychologists, and military enthusiasts. The story of the Angels of Mons continues to captivate historians and enthusiasts alike. Whether it was divine intervention, a case of mass hallucination, or simply a powerful piece of wartime fiction, the legend serves as a poignant reminder of the hope and resilience that can arise in the darkest of times. As we remember the events of World War I, the tale of the Angels of Mons stands out as a testament to the enduring power of myth and the human spirit. It reminds us that even in the most desperate situations, the belief in something greater can provide the strength to persevere. What do you think? Do you believe in God? Do you believe in miracles? Let us know, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.